Hi Shazia,
Hello, Deepika.
how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Thank you. So let's start with the interview. Shazia, before we proceed, I would like to understand about yourself. So be meticulous and as clean as usual in your introduction. So please tell me about yourself.
Thank you so much, Deepika. Before moving to that, I would like to take a moment to thank you and express my gratitude for giving me this opportunity where I get to discuss the value adds that I can get to this role. So I am very much indebted to you, and surely I will try to be as meticulous as I can and even be as clean as a whistle so that it's very clear to you as to what I'm trying to convey. So thank you so much. Now moving on to about me. So as you must have seen in my CV and all, I'm an MCA gold medalist basically, and if I have to sum up my 15 years of career, it would be like a Hollywood flick, which has all the elements of say all the emotions, all melodrama and comedy, tragedy, everything. But I hope it does not have an ending as of now. It's gonna be more flourishing for sure. But would you want me to elaborate more on that, Deepika?
Yeah, I would like to understand what has been your experience so far. What have you done? What you do apart?
Sure.
Apart from
So I'm a very visual storyteller. So would you want me to show you a short movie kind of a thing?
No. I just tell me about yourself. What do
Yeah.
you do?
So the best way of telling is to show. So that is the reason I was asking you. So the way my when I
Tell me
was,
about your work experience.
yeah, that is what. But it's 15 years, so I'll have to give
Yeah.
you a broad
Yeah.
overview, right? So that is what I'm trying to weave into a story so that you get a better idea. So when I was working, when I was actually doing my MCA, I went to an article about a tech company which won an award. It was ADP, and it was incidentally next to my house, just few footsteps away from my house. And it was mentioned in the article that they won award for the best interiors. And when I looked at the interiors, I was like, wow, I should get into this company one way or the other. And that was the sole reason that I worked a lot in my MCA, and I got a gold medal also. And I remember that when I walked into ADP as a fresher, I was very hopeful that I'll crack this interview and I will go on to the as a fresher there. But my hopes were quickly shattered because out of a full big room of employees, I was shown the door. Only 4 or 5 were selected, and rest all had to go. So that was a major disappointment for me. And but then I quickly got over it, and I thought, why if I can't get into this as a fresher, why not get into this as an experience? And then I started with another small-time company where I got into software as a software engineer. And I remember the first project that I was working was the automation of Himalaya book depot. There I had to get requirements from all the people, from the stakeholders, and then giving to developers and everything. That was a very challenging role, especially for a fresher. And then, but I quickly learned all.
So your work experience had been as a software engineer. What
Yes.
apart from that? Because you are interviewing as L&D partner. So do you have any experience as L&D partner?
Correct. I'm showing you the transition. So I started as a software engineer, and then I did a lot of interviews. Like I was working here in this enterprise, but then I was doing a lot of interviews because I wanted to get into ADP, because I knew that ADP gives an overall kind of perspective. Like not only software engineers, they'll train me on different business aspects as well. And I was very blessed that after giving 12 interviews, I was finally selected for with ADP. With ADP, because it was a CMM level 5 Fortune 500 company, they gave me a very good exposure. And because owing to my interpersonal skills and collaboration skills, they sent me on site to New Jersey, not once but twice, to get trained from the on-site counterparts and come and train back the employees who were here in the Hyderabad center. And that was a game changing for me, because I realized that I'm more interested in training.
Okay, understood.
And that's how I transitioned. Then when I relocated to Dubai, I was into training and development.
Okay, so since you have worked for 15 years, just tell me one big achievement or major achievement of your career.
Great. So I would say in terms of L&D, if you say L&D is all about transformation. It's not about training or anything. It's about how we change people and the behavioral aspect. So it so happened that in one of our organization, we do a lot of behavior training and everything. So There were kind of like behavior aspects which management wanted us to address as a training partner, and we have to first understand the psyche. So the way we did it is we went into cognitive behavior therapy first, as to understand the mindset of how these people actually think about a particular thing, and we wove a lot of stories, activities, role plays in that. And slowly we use a lot of audio, video, visuals as well to convey a point that we were trying to convey. And slowly the mindset of the employees change with respect to their work, and with respect to the regularity, with respect to the attitude that they had basically on work and teamwork with which they were struggling. And once we address this, then naturally, the behavioral part got addressed as well.
Okay, thank you, Shazia. So just the last question, just tell me three things on which you would like to work upon, like your weaknesses.
Yeah. So I struggle on a daily basis with focus, which I am aware, because I tend to focus on so many things. But so I have my team who keeps me focused, who keeps checking on me what I'm doing, and they say, no, that is again a diversion. So work on this, work on this. So yes, so this is one of my weakness, which and structure. With so many things going on, I struggle sometimes to get a structure into my thoughts and into my writings, which I do continuously. So yes, this is something that I'm working on, and I find tools and techniques to do this effectively, and I constantly try to improve.
Okay, thank you, Shazia. Thank you for interview. We will let you know. We have a lot of more candidates to interview. We'll let you know with the final result after a week. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deepika.
Thank you.